Hi, I'm James the Light Guy, and today we're going to talk about this chip from a previous video. But first, let's make a drink. I'm gonna grab an ice sphere, grab some of my rum, and some cola. There we go. A little inebriation helps with apologies. Cheers. So, in the video I previously released on this chip, it was listed on eBay as a 12-volt chip, and I was running into a lot of issues making it work. But it turns out that it's not a 12-volt chip, it's a 30-volt chip. This 10 set of 10 LEDs has a 3-volt forward voltage on each chip. 3 times 10, well, 3.6 is what it's actually listed as, but it averages down to about 3 volts per chip across times 10 chips per line, 30 volts. So that makes more sense here. It's supposed to be running at about 3.5 amps times those 30 volts gives us a little over 100 watts. We can see that if I move the power supply further in frame, turn this thing on, bring it up to 30 volts if we can, thereabouts, and bring this down to limit it down to about 3 amps. As far as the weird shorting out when it touches this backing plate, it shouldn't happen. That is another manufacturer defect. As you can see here, we have a few LEDs or few diodes illuminated in this chip right now before we even apply the full voltage. Let's take the voltage down, and right here at about 20 volts we can see a number of chips illuminated. Now those individual diodes are more responsive than the others, which means that more power is flowing to them and the others have a slightly higher resistance. What's going to happen over time if this particular chip, you can see as I'm even touching it, I'm grounding out more chips. What's going to happen is these particular chips are more susceptible to overcurrent and heat damage. As you can see, as we increase, what you want to happen is have all the chips illuminate equally as the voltage increases. At about 25 volts, we can see that there is a pretty even spread. Let's see if I can focus down the light here. Give me just a moment. Let's pull it out of my makeshift thing. Zoom down. And adjust the brightness. As you can see here that they are all about evenly distributed in brightness, but when we turn it back down we have those outliers, and as we go up it becomes quite stunning. Bring that back down to about 20 volts again. And let's go wide. Anyway, so apologies, this was mislabeled and misidentified on the original eBay listing. Marking it as a 12-volt chip when clearly it is not. But I should have realized that during my diag on the initial video and noted why it was a mistake. In any case, we're going to try and find a way to hook up a heatsink to this and come up with a power supply that delivers 30 volts at hopefully no more than 4 amps at a time, and try and use this in a future project. Let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see this in, and that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up, give me the like, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Right now, 90% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel, so I would appreciate if you just subscribe. It makes me feel good about myself. Nothing else to say there. Until next time, I'm James the Light Guy.